Welcome back to Double Down University. And I'm back at you guys with another college basketball prize picks video. And today I have just one prop for you guys that I feel like is a good prop to pair with the taco. The taco today, the early taco is Donovan Mitchell over 21.5 points. And my pair with that will be Braden Smith over 27.5 points and assists. He's in a really good matchup spot against Iowa. This is a team I've been targeting all season as far as the best passer and score on the opposing team that they're facing. Because for one, they give up a lot of points, and for two, they give up a lot of assists. So that's just a perfect pairing, and I'll basically show you guys why in just a second. So digging into the matchup, right? Purdue has an advantage at all three levels as well. They don't have a free throw advantage as Iowa's really good, which is crazy. They're really good at keeping opponents off the free throw line as they're 16th in the country and allowing opponents to shoot free throws. But Purdue is a really good team at being able to get to the rim and get fouled as they're 29th in the country, excuse me, at being able to get to the free throw line. So I feel like that'll kind of balance out, and it is in conference play. Iowa, they're playing at home, so they probably will see a lot more of a favorable whistle being at home. That's just how it is. It's tough to win in college basketball on the road. That is a really hard thing to do. But Purdue is one of the best teams in the country. Um, and then another thing, they're number one in the country in field goal percentage, Purdue. So they're one of the elite teams at being able to score, which bodes well for our assist prop, as well as they are have an advantage at the 3-point line, mid-range, and near proximity. They're the fourth best team in the whole country in mid-range shooting percentage, as well as near proximity, which means closer to the rim, layups, anything that's close in the paint and near proximity. And Iowa's really poorly at defending the mid range. They're 280th in mid range percentage, and they're 202nd in near proximity percentage as well. So they allow a lot of easy scores, which is amazing because, for one, Braden Smith has Kaufman Wren, who is their best big scorer, and he gets a lot of easy assists off of or easy points off of quick Braden Smith assists. And then one thing to note too as well, a lot of people don't put this into their handicap when they're looking into stats and props and stuff, is that set plays out of bounds is really, really huge, especially in college because you get limited opportunities at that. And then Purdue plays at a slower pace. But the one thing about Braden Smith is that he is their sideline out of bounds passer. So if they are granted a possession in the half court, whether it's, so let's say Iowa blocks a Purdue shot and it ends up going out of bounds and Purdue gets the ball out of bounds. He is their spot out of bounds passer, so he can easily get quick assists off of just cuts to the rim, where the defense is caught lacking or they're not, focused or in tune with what they're doing. He can easily get somebody slipping to the basket for easy, quick assists, and that could add, to his assist total as well. And then also another thing that's critical to assists, especially late in games, is that being as though Iowa doesn't foul, Purdue will be forced to score off of just standard buckets, whether, it's a pass and score, layup, alley oop, things of that nature. So they're not going to be shooting free throws late in the game, which kind of mitigates assists because if Braden Smith was to pass it to somebody, and let's say, for instance, they get fouled and they're in the bonus, they will shoot free throws, and that won't count as an assist if they miss that layup opportunity or, they miss that shot opportunity but get fouled. So that is something to note as well. But this is just a really solid all around matchup for him. And then also, what I did was I put every team that he's faced and put them on a scatter plot, and kind of just to see where Iowa stacks up against all the teams that he's went over this line, this 27.5 line against. And as you can see here, Iowa has a gives up a 54% assist rate. Now, the only teams that gives up a higher assist rate is Minnesota, who he did really, really well against, as well as Ole Miss and Yale. They are the most comparable, as well as Rutgers. But this is a really good spot because their effective shooting percentage that they give up is close to almost 55%, as it's 54% effective field goal percentage. So that just tells you that they're really horrible at stopping teams being able to score. Anything in the low 40s or like under 50% is really, really good defensively wise. So the fact that he was able to do this against Ole Miss, Yale, is really impressive as well. So I just think this is a really good spot for him, Braden Smith. And then also Iowa would like to push the pace regardless of whether they're up or they're down. It's just the way that they play this, their style of play. So that could tend to lead to more possessions as well if they get Purdue to kind of play their game. So that is why I like his prop the most to pair with the taco. So I'll go over it again. Uh, the Donovan Mitchell taco over 21.5 points, and you compare that with Braden Smith over points and assists. I pretty much like any of his props. You can go with his fantasy, you can go with his points, just points straight up, just over 16.5. I think that's his line, is 16.5 points. Or you can do, I like points and assists because a lot of times he's not the greatest rebounder in the world, and then a lot of that is luck rebounds. So I like to just base it off of assists because that is his role, his job this year. Being as though they don't have Zach Edey, that is kind of his role. Now Trey Kaufman-Renn has started to take on that role a little bit too, as far as getting little quick passes to his teammates as well, especially from that elbow area above the free throw line. So I would like that two-man game between him and Kaufman-Renn, Smith. So I think there's assist potential there. And then he also has shooters around him and Cox and Lawyer and those guys to be able to knock down shots as well. So that is what I really like. So I appreciate you guys. Please like, comment, subscribe, and I'll see you guys next time. And best of luck.